When I was about 10 years old, I discovered the Crusty Demons. The way they rode their steel horses to old school punk tracks really blew me away. I idolized them, praised them, wanted to be them. Fast forward about 17 years and I never realized that dream. I never really even pursued it. In fact, I gave up riding bikes when I was about 12. Until last year, where I went and visited my good friend Greg Barling with my homie and video boy, Matty Cap.
My illustrious cameraman has never seen the jumps.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, what the f***?
Greg Barling is an absolute legend in the Australian bike jump building community on YouTube, and I knew he was going to be the absolute perfect person to teach me how to become a crusty demon. Or at the very least, how to jump a push bike properly.
My name's Greg Barling, and this is my masterclass on how to jump.
There it is.
Hello YouTube. Really, you could just send it and hope for the best, but
you'll notice that when I did go and visit Greg Barling, he was in a cast. That's because
I tried to 180 a step up in Bendigo and I messed up and landed backwards onto it, broke it, like both the wrist bones, and I had to like get surgery in Bendigo, and then when I came back to Mildura I had to get more surgery.
See? He's a legit push bike bandit. I knew I was in good hands. I don't know why the dog's limping.
I feel like instantly more like able to do this stuff, just holding the bike and the bike having the cool sound. 'Cause I've never owned a bike that has this sound.
Probably the best thing would be is just roll around and get used to how the bike handles and that first.
An eager Matty Cap was up first.
Well, like you can do it when you're moving.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Spot. Yeah, so. You good?
What have you done to yourself, bro?
His face was fine. Then it was my turn.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. I'll try to teach you how to bunny hop. You usually like the same technique to learn how to jump.
Ah, okay.
Try to lift the front wheel up first. Lean forwards and just like lean back and use your body weight to get the wheel up instead of like pedaling.
Greg Barling's teaching was solid. I understood every single word.
Like an ollie in...
Yeah, that's it, yeah, it's like an ollie.
See?
Really, you could just send it and hope for the best.
And of the two of us, Matty Cap was the first to send it.
Here he goes. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Just go higher and faster, dude.
Am I going to get outdone today? I feel like I am. How did that feel?
I feel pretty cool right now.
Then it was my time to shine.
Embrace your inner Greg Barling. Be Greg Barling.
Faster, faster!
Ah!
That was terrible.
Did I get 10 centimeters of air?
Nope, you got like no centimeters of air.
Bit faster and try to pop off the up ramp a bit more with that bunny hop.
Feel the air, Air Bud, Air Jordan, Air Canada.
Yeah, faster.
Feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Just feel the speed that's inside.
Yeah, it should be good.
Ah! I didn't even pop!
Yeah, my dreams of being a crusty demon was definitely a long way off. I had trouble even riding the thing, eh?
It's weird having no brakes. Oh. Oh. There it is. You really can't cruise on this thing, huh? How do you slow it down? I just swallowed a fly. The most annoying thing is that I used to do this on a motorbike all the time when I was 14, which is 13 years ago, so.
Yeah, no, now you're shit, brother.
Hell yeah, bro.
Even though both of us was terrible, Greg Barling insisted that we take on bigger jumps.
Pick you up a lot more, but you won't go very far off of it.
Ah.
But maybe this is what I needed to become a crusty demon.
My name is Cameron Doyle, and this is the Extreme Greg Barling Jump Challenge.
Speed, speed, speed!
I can't do it! Oh, Jesus! I can't do it! Oh, Jesus! Adrenaline!
I didn't die, which is dope. Matty Cap had a go at it. He did a little bit more gracefully. And then after that, it was time to get a performance review from our master instructor, Greg Barling.
So since it was your first time, I'll probably give you a 7. Like, you had a decent crack at it, but probably could have went a bit quicker. Got both wheels off the ground and did pretty well.
If there's one thing you need to know about me, I constantly up my game, and riding dirt jumps at Greg Barling's house was no different, even though I was horrendous at the entry level.
I tried the front, but the front's like, you know,
That's the kiddie.
that's the kiddie pool, but I want to go deep diving with torpedo. And here's my torpedo.
So Greg Barling, Matty Cap and I decided to climb one of Greg Barling's rollers that he'd built in order to decide what Matty Cap and I should build, what we should hit first. That's the right words I wanted to say. All the things we were going to hit were obviously made by Greg Barling. You keeping up? I'm not. I'm a bit confused. I've had too much coffee and I've got like that anxiety that you get after you had too much coffee and not enough water. Hang on. After climbing that roller that Greg Barling had made, Matty Cap and I decided that we were going to take on a couple of rollers that Greg Barling had constructed. As usual, Matty Cap was up first.
Oh, a little jump too. Yeah.
What can I say? The big fella slayed it. Then it was my go.
Your thing broke. How did that break?
What have you done, bro?
I just broke his free sprocket.
Yeah, I broke the poor fella's sprocket because I'm an idiot and too thick to be riding bikes and trying to reclaim some of my youth.
Sorry, bro.
And though I was super apologetic, I knew that I'd come here for a reason, and that was to become a crusty demon. And not even a broken bike was standing in my way. After that, we retired the bikes because Matty Cap's shin started bleeding after the face plant. It had nothing to do with breaking one of Greg Barling's sprockets. Then Greg Barling's dad, Terry Barling, showed me his hot rod. That sounds sexual. And then Greg Barling showed me through his new camper van that he purchased.
2003 Toyota Hiace camper van. Fridge, gas stove, microwave, sink. It's got an annex thing that you can build out, and it's like a whole tent thing to the side too.
Which I pay special attention to because it's aligned and relevant to something that I purchased recently that I'm super stoked on. Bought a bus. Then after all of this, it was time to say goodbye.
Thanks for teaching us how to do jumps today, Gregory.
So good.
I'm again sorry for breaking your sprocket. Farewell to my jump over here. Oh, Jesus! Every time I leave Greg's house, I always come away with something. Last time it was the Terry's Businesses stickers. This time,
Since then, I've not received any calls from the Crusty Demons. I'm not even sure that they're a thing anymore. I'm pretty sure they got superseded by Nitro Circus, didn't they? I don't know. Something to Google. Anyway, regardless, thank you, Greg Barling, for allowing us to jump some of your bikes over some of your dirt jumps. Sorry for breaking your sprocket. I will be forever in your debt. Sorry, brother. Anyway, a shitload of bus content coming to you soon. See ya.